we here in the Traklist Podcast. It's Cisco Ortiz. My boy right here, Chief Eli.
Chill.
You know, it feels pretty mellow, but it will get rowdy in a second. Hey, man, I hope everybody's having an amazing time. And make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Make sure you guys press those notifications. You know, share these pages because you guys, this here is a whole nother level here. In this show, we give you the raw and uncut gumbo of hip hop. You know, the track list, we're giving you what's everything about the soundtracks of the streets. And in this episode, we're gonna be talking about what was that we was talking about the other day? That if gangster rap make people kill.
Yeah.
And I have this thing that I'm sick of people blaming gangster rap, you know, hip hop, you know, rap music for the crimes that are in the streets. And, you know, it's sickening. And, I mean, I understand what you're trying to say, but
that's what's going on right now, though. You know that, right?
What's going on?
That drill music.
Let me hear it from you before I go off.
You know what? The drill music scene in Chicago is gangbanging on wax. So a lot of these rappers are talking about dead homies, things that we never did when we were young, things that was not allowed to do. We never disrespected the dead when we was younger. Okay, and that's what's going on right now.
I mean, I see what's going on, you know, but the difference between rappers back then, there was gang banging in the streets. Mm-hmm. They were actually coming off the streets to rap about what they did to send a message, believe it or not. Yeah. There was a message behind it, but not a message of like, oh, I'm going to kill your homeboy, I'll kill your other homeboy. Nah, man, you know, they created sometimes stories, you know, to put out a message, not to go that route.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was N.W.A, Spice One, MC8, DMX, Biggie, whatever. It's somewhere down the line, even from the beginning of time, there was always a message there.
Yeah.
Like when you listen to Ice-T back in them times, those rappers, man, they was actually coming off the streets to tell their story, like Grandmaster Flash did.
Yeah,
what was going on, you know, in their neighborhoods, the same way Pac did it. And but see, here's the thing. I'm sorry, I cut you off. You want to say something?
What I was trying to say is that I know what you're saying, and I said this the other day. It influenced a few people, especially if you was intoxicated, if you was drunk as hell. It influenced a few people to do things that they would not have done if they were sober. You see what I'm saying?
So is it the music or is it the liquor?
Both, a little combination of both.
That's bullshit, bro.
I mean, there was times when me and the homies, I hate to talk about this because I don't glorify this shit, but there was time when me and the homie would just ride around getting high. We got drunk. Next thing you know, there was songs like Ambitious as a Rider by Tupac and a lot of certain type of music made one of the homies say, man, let's rob a bitch. Fuck that, my nigga.
That shame make him do that shit. That's that liquor talking.
I'm just saying. The music, that energy, that frequency.
Yes. Music does have frequency. Music does have frequency that can hype you up, but in your right mind, you have a bigger conscience.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone, I'm going to grab a gun because Ice Cube said on the song, Gangsta, Gangsta.
It don't come out. It don't go that way though.
Exactly.
It don't go exactly that way. But let's just say Ice Cube say when he was broke, he robbed a dope boy, and that's how he came up and got his money.
That was just a story, man.
Okay, but it might be the story. But check this out. Another motherfucker would say, "Damn, that's not a bad idea."
That's bullshit.
You know that shit happens.
Man, that's bullshit, bro. You rob a motherfucker because your circumstances, man, you're broke and you're stressed out.
Facts. That's the same thing.
I don't care how many songs I'm sick of y'all and everybody, man, talking about that music do this to people.
No, I ain't gonna say it does it to everybody.
Because I'm gonna tell you, my brother's the same way. He blamed N.W.A. for the whole world being corrupt.
Hey, I mean, I ain't saying, I'm not blaming them, but they have a lot to do with it.
What? To do what?
Bro, they're the first one to run that gangster shit to
because,
wax.
Dog, you know why?
Don't matter why. They're the first one to do it.
No, it was already happening.
By who?
In the streets.
No, on wax.
I don't care about the wax.
No,
life,
that's
life.
What your brother's talking about. N.W.A. brung that shit to the world.
Let me tell you something, man.
Go ahead.
When I was a kid growing up in Opalaka, as one, this is back before I ain't dog. In 86, 85, man, everybody want to be hard, man. That shit is just in you. Bridgeport, Connecticut. When I was a kid, that we lived out there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Them dudes was gangbanging back then.
I agree.
Chicago, everywhere. That has nothing to do with rap music.
At all.
It just
that gangster shit been existed before rap started, hip hop.
Exactly.
But that's not what your brother was talking about.
No. Hold up now.
Go ahead.
We gonna get to that shit. Because for some reason, everybody want a story to tell. And it has nothing to do with rap, bro. Everybody want to be hard for some reason. Dog, I've listened to all kind of crazy music. I ain't never do no shit like that.
You're different.
Man, that shit is either in you or it's not. Facts. I don't care how different or how.
But let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen a bust-ass nigga sell weed and coke?
What you mean?
Back in the days when we were growing up, you couldn't be a bitch-ass nigga selling coke and weed. Nowadays, you got nerds doing all that.
Dog, they had nerds back then selling.
Man, you know they wasn't like that.
Dog,
you really had to be out here like that.
Dog, listen.
In the 90s especially.
Dog, there was dudes that was selling dope that was not gangsters.
Well, I bet they got knocked off, though.
It don't matter. They were still selling it.
They got knocked off. What I'm saying, nowadays, these nerds
hold up.
They're not getting knocked off.
Back then, you had dudes that was moving weight.
Yeah.
Moving weight that was not really like, they would bust your head open. They just knew how to move the weight.
I agree.
It's different levels and ways that it was happening. You understand what I'm saying? Going back to the music, man, there's no music, man. That's bullshit. Yes, music has energy. You know, let's say you go to the gym. You want to hear something real hype. I'll listen to it. It's going to pump you up because it has that energy, that frequency is high.
Yeah.
You ain't going to listen to R&B because that frequency is lower.
Facts.
But as soon as you turn it off, that energy goes back down. That's when you're done. I don't care what nobody said. There is no song that can make you grab a gun and go shoot somebody. That's a damn lie.
I mean, it's been proven with rock and roll.
Man, them people be on acid, bro.
They commit suicide, all types of shit. They kill their moms.
That's not from the music, man.
Bury their mom. Hear it in music. You hearing the guy saying this song? I killed my mom and buried her in the backyard.
Man, the person that did that shit is because he wanted to.
And the thing is that, but hey, no disrespect to white people, but a lot of white people listen to certain music and they copycat that shit.
Listen, bro, what we do copycat is the fashion. The fashion, yes. Like, for example, I'm from Miami. People be like, dog, why you always wearing this LA shit or this Raider stuff?
I remember that.
White T-shirts and khakis.
Yeah.
I just love the fashion.
Used to wear the plaids and shit, yeah.
I just love the fashion of the West Coast. You know, it just, to me, was dope. It don't mean I was doing that.
No, I know what you mean.
My favorite group is from the West Coast.
N.W.A, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I'm living that shit.
But back to what your brother was saying, it's a fact.
What's a fact? But that the whole world's corrupt because of them?
No, they brung that gangster shit to wax, and they created little monsters, bro.
Man, that's bullshit. That shit was gonna evolve anyway.
It was gonna come regardless. It was gonna come regardless. But N.W.A was the first one to do it.
Everything evolved.
It's just like Luke, like you said a little while ago. Luke came out with a certain type of music, and guess what? All of a sudden, everybody started doing that shit here.
It evolved, but I'm talking about a topic of grabbing
the police.
Okay, so what? I'm talking about
how many songs after that niggas talked about the police, but nobody did it before that.
That's not what I'm talking about.
But I'm telling you, they influenced that.
Yes, the influence, I agree.
They started
and this is why I always said that Ice Cube is the most influential rapper in the music industry.
Facts.
What I'm talking about, that people be blaming that type of rap, that people are grabbing guns and going out there and shooting. Man, that's a damn lie, bro.
It's weak people out here, man.
Man, that motherfucker just plain old weak. He just feel like doing it. Has nothing to do with the song. Because in your right mind, I don't care how tough you are. You think you're tough. Remember, we have a bigger, our conscience is bigger than that little energy that you play for 5 minutes on that song.
All right, look. I know a few people, now that we talk about this, I know a few people that they wouldn't have to live that life, but they tried to, they wanted to.
Because everybody wanted to be hard.
And then everybody wanted to be Tupac, A-Ball, and Scarface. And then back then, people was trying to get a body just so they could be well respected in the hood. So I knew two different kind of characters, and I'm not gonna say it was over hip hop, but it had a little influence to it because back then you had to be that nigga if you had a body or two. You know what I'm saying?
That's just that dude trying to prove something to somebody on that block. That's all. It had nothing to do with the music.
The music influenced it.
Man, so you're saying that it's the music's fault?
I'm not saying it's fault because you know why? If you tell me right now, jump off that bridge, I'm not going to do it. But if you a stupid motherfucker and I look up to you and I'm a stupid motherfucker and I know that you know for my best, you know what I'm saying? There's niggas that probably will fucking do it.
But what are the odds of that shit, though?
I don't know, bro. Because I can't put myself in the idiot's shoes.
That's just an idiot, like you said.
Facts.
That went there and he just wanted to prove something. But that music really don't make people go out there and kill people. That's a damn lie. So let me ask you a question. How many times you went and saw a movie like Heat and you just went and robbed a bank?
Nah, that never influenced me to do anything.
Because that's visual.
Yeah,
that's visual.
But I know.
So when you watch New Jack City, you wanted to go sell dope?
Shit, I wanted to get some money like them niggas though.
Nah, that's
I ain't gonna lie, dog. When I saw
you wanted to get money.
I just wanted to get money. I didn't care if it was selling dope or not.
That movie is just a story.
Them niggas went.
Listen,
I like how they overcame everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but we seen that shit growing up here, man.
I know, and I want shit, niggas like everybody else's story is the same shit. You see the niggas in the neighborhood make all that money, you want to do the same.
My neighborhood influenced me to try it.
Yeah.
And anybody that know me,
facts,
they know that I tried that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried selling. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't no damn dope man song that made me want to do that shit.
Nah.
It's just that I didn't listen, man.
But I know when I did, I put dope man music though.
But because that's just a soundtrack to us.
Yeah, facts.
The music is just a soundtrack to us. Every track that you hear is a soundtrack to something.
Facts.
Honestly, that shit ain't gonna make us nobody. You doing that shit because you want to. You just a dumbass.
Yeah.
And the odds of that shit that you say an idiot because he heard a song, listen, you just stupid. But in majority, no.
You heard about that guy that got pulled over in Texas and killed that cop because he was listening to Tupac's music? Remember that back then? That Tupac.
I heard of something like that.
I mean,
he didn't do that shit because of that.
He said it.
That cat lying. That cat, he a liar.
There's a lot of stupid people out here, man.
But that shit don't make you do that shit. That motherfucker just use that for an excuse. It was something behind that.
It's like when Donald Trump said, "Let's go to the Capitol right now." What did everybody do right after that? And that wasn't a song. That was right there.
I'm glad you said that. It wasn't a song.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it wasn't a song because I'm gonna tell you something. If you in a club, don't think it's that song that make you want to fight a motherfucker.
A lot of people didn't like Rodney King no more because of Ice Cube, and that's a fact. So I'm telling you, songs sometimes have to do certain things.
To a certain extent, though.
Oh, shit.
Don't go with the shit. I'm talking about you went and grabbed a shotgun because you heard a song by Spice One, or you heard a song by DMS, or Biggie, or I'm going to go rob a train too. That's a damn lie. You robbed that shit because you broke, and you going through some shit. You stressed the hell out.
When people live life too, reciting lyrics, like let's say Like the other day, we were talking about, me and my boy, we were talking about, some other shit. I forgot what we were talking about, but I remember he ended the conversation with like, look, bro, a coward dies 1,000 times, a soldier died but once. And I was like, I remember hearing that on the Tupac album.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So people live with hip-hop quotes, and
we all do. It's true.
That's what I'm saying. So it's but like it has...
But it doesn't mean that it's going to make you grab
a
piece of steel and take somebody's life out.
No, but some people...
Man, it's an excuse. I don't know what you're trying to do.
I'm not. Like I said, I'm not. It's not gonna happen to us. It's not. And there's a lot of people that want to be part of the streets. There's one of the people that want rank in the neighborhood. They don't have the balls to fight somebody and get their ass whooped and fight 30 niggas. So what they do? Oh, hip hop said this and that. Shoot a nigga in the leg, and then everybody in the hood respects you. They gonna do that shit, bro. Man, it's been done before.
I want to see, prove that shit to me, because I've never heard of no shit like that.
You just told me you did.
By who?
By the situation with Tupac.
I mean, but he's lying. That motherfucker's lying, bro.
But you say you never heard. I'm telling you, he did. Now, that's up to you to say he's lying or not.
It's not the first time I heard of that. Like
you
that about the Tupac thing. But I don't believe that cat, because he heard the song. He just wanted to do it. He's just stupid. He just... Man, fuck.
It's been done and it's been heard of. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro, that shit don't convince me.
But I'm not saying that hip hop is the reason why the whole world's doing it. But it does have influence of stupid motherfuckers. It gives people ideas to do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? If like I just said earlier, right now Ice Cube would say, man, when I was broke, fuck it, I'm gonna rob the dope man because he can't call the police. A motherfucker that didn't know that could be like, damn, he right. He ain't got that's a good idea. Guess what he gonna do? Start robbing dope mans. Why? Because they can't call the police.
Hey, listen, bro.
So hip hop, dog, remember hip hop is the soundtrack of the streets. It puts you on game. It's game teaching you, game recognizing game.
So what is that telling you? That it's a soundtrack. The soundtrack is telling you stories of things that already happened.
Oh, yeah. And people might say, shit, I can do that too.
Man, I don't believe
it's influential. Hip hop is very influential.
I agree with that, but not to an extent. When you're gonna go grab a gun,
man, bro, you don't.
Now, if a motherfucker do some shit to me, and I have no other choice, and my mind is off, I'm gonna. That's what I would. It's not because of a song.
If a nigga grab a gun and he do something, he has no other resort but that gun.
It has nothing to do with the music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it did, but it probably was a situation where it had to do something with the music. I'm not saying all situations. You gotta understand, we're not talking about all. We're just talking about certain few groups of people. Like, let's just say the 1% of the people in hip hop that's stupid like that hear certain shit and do certain shit.
Man, that shit don't convince me, bro.
But your brother was right. If it wasn't for N.W.A, there wouldn't be no gangster shit. Facts.
So what gangster she talking about? Musically or in the world, period?
World. I mean, no, musically. But it grew more soldiers, bro.
Man, that shit was gonna evolve regardless, man.
I agree, but they're the first one to do it.
It don't matter. It still was gonna evolve.
By who?
The streets itself. That shit was gonna multiply.
I mean,
it was gonna multiply. Dog, gangster rap was invented because it was already happening in the 50s and 60s in LA.
What, gangster rap?
No, the gang started.
Yeah. We knew that.
Let's say
the Bloods and Crips.
Like, no disrespect to the Bloods and the Crips. Shout out and love and respect. But the Crips, when they started, that was like in the late 50s, early 60s.
Some shit like that.
And what the hell was Ice Cube?
He wasn't born yet.
What was Ice-T?
He probably was born.
He was
old
born.
As fuck.
Yeah, but
that nigga he's in his 60s, bro.
But he wasn't rapping about that shit.
Nah, he was a pimp though. He wasn't really a gangbanger like that.
Listen, he was affiliated, and that stuff. Yeah. They started rapping about that stuff because that's what they saw. It's not that somebody just invented gangster rap and then everybody started gangbanging.
No, I agree, but like I said,
shit was
the early New York niggas, Melly Mel, Curtis Blow, all these niggas, right? They saw that shit too, but they ain't talking about it.
They didn't want to. That's
Run
all.
DMC. I didn't know DMC. He said in one interview, nigga, we smoke weed every show, before everything. But we didn't want the kids to know about it.
Okay, that was them.
But see, what I'm trying to say, it was a little more sanctified back then.
This is what happened.
Hip hop was pure, man. They weren't gonna corrupt the minds like that early.
Okay, listen. I understand. I'm not disagreeing that N.W.A. made it and took it to that.
Because N.W.A. was influential. Very.
But don't blame them for the Gangsta multiply. Don't.
Who I'm gonna blame? If you're the first nigga that started gangster rap, and all of a sudden you just create a bunch of childs, including me, everybody else.
Man, that shit was gonna happen regardless.
It was. Like I said, it was. But they were the first ones.
You don't remember we had gangs here in Miami?
Of course.
Without that stuff?
Of course.
You know what happens? Okay, damn. I got a cousin. He's 5 years younger than me, and this is an example, guys. I was never. Everybody that know me, I'm not into that. It's just my common sense. Damn, this cat here, he look up to me, and his homeboy look up to me. Now they want to start some shit and multiply that and make it and evolve that shit. That shit ain't because of the music. They're just doing that shit for the hood, but it starts to get expanded. What happens as they're living it?
So how did the Bloods and Crips get big? They're all around the States now.
Yeah, but it just evolved.
What's because of hip hop?
Yeah, but it evolved.
Because of hip hop. Everybody's a Blood in the Crip now in hip hop, so that shit just scattered. We got niggas over here trying to form that dumbass shit. You see what I'm saying? So, yes. Like I said, it has its influence to dumbass motherfuckers.
I agree with
you. The whole world now wants to be either Crip or Blood. Now I see that the GDs and BDs they're getting big as the Bloods and Crips. So it's like hip hop has a. Now that we're looking at a situation, hip hop has a lot to do with that, bro. Real shit.
You think so?
It's the fashion. These niggas, look at fucking Chris Brown. Nigga, he's a Blood, full-time Blood, and he never gangbanged in his life. Look at Soulja Boy. Look what he went through. Look at Lil Wayne and these niggas. Never gangbanged in their life, and how the fuck they Bloods now? Back then, that shit was not allowed.
Nah, I agree with you.
So hip-hop is making it seem like it's a cool thing. Look at fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was a Blood, a big Blood, and all this. And that nigga never gangbanged in his life.
Hey.
Hip-hop has a lot to do with that shit, bro.
Yeah, but a song is not going to make no one to grab
a song made niggas become Bloods that never gangbanged in their life after 30-something years. The 30 years old become a Blood. How you do become a Blood when you're 30?
Yeah, but hold up. Still, though.
You got fucking Soulja Boy from Atlanta talking about he from Bompton. What the fuck is that, bro?
The Bompton is Compton.
Yeah, exactly. He's a Blood, so he's saying he from Bompton, Fruit Town, Blood, and all that.
Who said this?
Soulja Boy. It's on. You can YouTube it. Everybody clowned him about that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Chris Brown too. Nigga, you're an R&B singer. What the fuck you gangbang? Nigga, you came in the game when you were 16.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Damn.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with hip hop, my brother. It's just dumbass niggas out here.
Let me tell you something, dog. It just don't convince me that. Okay. They're using it as a fashion, but to go grab a gun because the song told you to go grab a gun, that shit don't convince me, bro. I'm sorry. It just don't convince me.
Okay.
That shit is either in you or it's not.
Facts.
That shit, nah, man. I'm gonna go fucking jump in a 5.0 or a Ferrari
why you think all these niggas buying Bugattis and Porsche and
that's fashion though. I'm talking about grabbing a gun and you robbed a motherfucker and you shot a motherfucker because you heard a song.
If that influenced a lot of motherfuckers, don't you think that the gun? Yes. I'm going to that. If all this what we just said influenced other people, you don't think that maybe that too could get influenced to be done? Like a motherfucker grab a gun because of a song and go rob somebody. Everything else works.
Nah, that motherfucker just stupid. Man.
Exactly.
That motherfucker
just stupid.
He just want to show off for something. It's not because of that fucking song that he heard.
I'm just saying.
He trying to show off for somebody out here. Something. I don't know, bro, but no song is, I'm going to listen to a song. Now, I repeat, music does have energy to hype you up, but not to an extent that you want to grab a gun out of a trunk. Hey, what the fuck you looking at?
Not us.
And start some shit. That's bullshit, man.
Not us, but it has been done. It has been done.
You got to show me, because that shit to me, it just don't convince me, bro.
All right. Have you ever been to a Lil Jon concert?
Never.
I did. And I swear to God, when that nigga said, what's that song? If you don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck.
Man, that's that liquor talking, bro.
But the energy, man.
It's the liquor. That liquor, when that liquor get in your motherfucking system and you at a concert, you're going to act stupid. It has no,
the song has a lot to do with it.
Take the liquor away and see what happens. You're just going to be bouncing around.
The song has a lot to do with it.
I guarantee you at a concert and you at a party and you wilding and getting into a fight because that liquor was talking.
I've been to a Cypress Hill concert. I've been to a DMX concert. I've been to a few concerts. But when I've been to that Lil Jon concert, bro, it was basically a fucking Royal Rumble.
You talking about crunk
music?
Yeah,
niggas was getting knocked the fuck out.
That liquor was talking.
Slammed on the head.
The liquor is more powerful
than music. All right, but if you drink, right now if I drink, and we in the club, and we listen to KRS, ain't nobody gonna fight.
Man, you crazy as fuck.
On KRS music?
Man, let me tell you something.
Ain't no song.
Let me tell you, that liquor in your system, you think, motherfucker.
I'm just saying, you might fight because a nigga stepped on your shoes.
No.
Somebody bump into you.
No. A lot of people, they get on that liquor, they want to show off and
facts, I agree.
And start grilling you.
I agree, but it depends what kind of music it on.
Man, that's bullshit.
I see niggas get.
I've been in Dominican clubs and somebody get laid out.
Yeah, but that kind of song over there, every song niggas get laid out. That shit fast as fuck.
Dog, no. That liquor make you unstoppable. Man, I fucked around and did a show with groundhogs back in the days. Damn, was Flo even there? No. Was Flo
in Cali?
No, that was before that.
Oh, yeah?
I fucked around. I'm like 35 pounds, wet, little skinny motherfucker, drinking 2020, the MD wine.
Oh, my God, mad dog.
And we did a show. I call myself rapper. You know, I don't fucking rap. I grabbed the mic, got on stage. It was me, Brett, and Chris. And Key Lime, he was in Louisiana at the time. Man, we went to a place right here in Hollandale and Carver Ranches, and I was drinking 2020. I don't know what the fuck got into me.
Yeah, you know.
That liquor. Yeah, you know. Man, I cursed out the whole crowd. I told Vitamin, stop the show. Hey, stop the music. Hey, fuck off. Man, I cursed everybody out for no reason. There was no music.
What music was playing?
I was rapping.
Yeah, but what song was playing?
Man, I don't remember, dog.
Nah, you know what you was rapping?
Nah, because we motherfuckers don't rap gangster music. It was that liquor.
Ooh, Groundhog?
Hell nah, man.
Man, they had some gangster shit.
What gangster shit?
That song, that Flow Riders on, the G-Thang beat. I don't fuck around and murk your ass. I fuck around and murk your ass.
Nah, he wasn't even around then.
Okay.
This is before that.
All right.
You know, we having fun. I get on the fucking stage and I'm cursing at everybody. Shit,
that's weird.
Talking about let's start some shit.
That's weird because I don't expect you to have that kind of energy.
Hey, that liquor do more shit than music.
Yeah, facts.
Facts.
But the music behind it is shit.
Man, that's bullshit, bro. That
like
liquor,
a battery charger.
Let me tell you something. You go to a Lil Jon concert without the liquor, you'll be fine.
No,
man,
sorry,
you'll be fine. And you know what though? I'm gonna agree with you on something. People just want to be hard. It has nothing to do with music, bro.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Man, people just want to be hard. So what about Capone and them cats back in the days?
Well, the gangsters,
when it was just blowing motherfuckers up.
Oh, no, but gangster always existed in the streets. Always. Now, we're talking about influenced people that not gangster and want to be gangster. And you know that existed.
Man, that shit always exists without this gangster music,
so this hip-hop might influence sucker-ass niggas to do shit they never did. Rob a nigga, shoot a nigga.
He robbed a motherfucker because he was
But he didn't have to.
Because he wanted to show off for his homeboy.
Because he wanted to be a part of the whole hip-hop music.
He wasn't showing off for that artist. He was showing off for his homeboy.
Probably. Not the artist, but you know, the music influenced. Man, the music influenced people, bro.
To a certain extent.
Yeah,
let me tell y'all something, man. For yours is, for y'all that don't let that music fuck with your head like that or that liquor, man. You know, think before you do shit. And one thing I want to say, man, it's not gonna convince me. He say so to a certain extent. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you have to because influence everything else. Influence people that I remember. I didn't start smoking weed completely till like my 10th grade year, and I think at that time, Method Man,
shit, you heard some Method Man or some Cypress Hill, and you
honestly, everybody started doing it because of that. I'm gonna be real with you.
But goddamn, dog. So when I used to live in Aswan, I used to see motherfuckers smoke
weed. But they always been smoking weed. But I'm talking about people that are fucking that you never thought would smoke weed did it.
Man, they were just trying to be down, bro.
But that's what I mean. It was popular. Weed back then, I remember weed when I was a kid, it was something, it was a drug. Oh, don't touch that. It's like crack. You know what I'm saying? But then when these niggas, hip-hop made it cool to do it, it was not. Now what does it say? Man, it's not even a drug. Now we got to the point that we say weed's not even a drug.
I mean, I don't smoke that bullshit anyway, man. So,
and I see people steal from their mom purse for it. So
that's an addiction. That has nothing to do with music.
It's a drug, of course.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with no music. Hey guys, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna deny that shit. Yeah. Fuck that.
But I understand why. It's cool.
Hey, for those that's watching, thanks for watching. Leave in the comments what you think if music does make people go in there and kill.
But hold on. You never agree about the N.W.A, the one that started this shit.
I'm not gonna agree to that shit either.
But you know it's true though. How can you not agree? They were the first one.
Yeah, but they ain't make nobody grab a gun.
No, they don't have to make nobody. But they were the first one that created
to make it hardcore.
Yeah, and then they created other little monsters that probably made other people grab a gun.
Man, that's bullshit.
It started with N.W.A.
Hey,
the drill music would never existed. N.W.A never came out with it.
Yeah, but see, the drill music, they're actually using that as a weapon against us.
And they killing because of the music.
No, it's not because of the music.
Bro, these niggas talking about their homeboys and shit.
No.
They're homies.
That's not how they're using that music. They're creating this music as a weapon and a gang sign.
The gangbang, yeah.
They're gangbanging with this shit. That shit's not making it. That shit is, they doing that shit because they banging.
But influenced all the little niggas in Chicago.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's influenced all the little niggas in Chicago to do it.
Dog, no, it's not.
Yeah, man.
Dog, when you living in that environment, that has nothing to do with music, bro. You're caught up in that quicksand. Bro, you drowning in that shit and you get caught up. A lot of people, man, they get born into that shit. There's nothing they can do about it.
Facts.
That's all that shit is. Man, stop blaming music for all this shit all the time. And I'm gonna tell you one thing though. That drill music and all that shit that's going on, no disrespect, make y'all money, but try to do it in a better way. But
that ain't gonna happen.
Listen, bro.
That only works if they really kill people out there.
Let me tell you something. Dumb cats, the way they're using that music is like a weapon.
Of course.
It's not like them cats back in the days. There was like...
It was a weapon too, but we was using it more of a competition.
Yeah, but it was messages behind it.
Yeah.
Like
they all those
they show you a consequence. This shit is different. They really banging.
The thing about every drill record is a diss record. There's no club records in them.
You just answered my question.
It's a diss record. Every record.
You just answered my question. These cats are really living it and banging on wax.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It's different. That shit's not making them do it. They just actually doing it.
I mean, yeah, because it ain't gonna work if they don't do it. It ain't gonna work. They gotta kill people every day for that shit to work.
Hey man, it's sad, man. I hope y'all stop that shit someday, man. And for everybody that's watching,
genocide.
You know, I agree with my man to a certain extent. You know, leave your comments. What do you think about gangster rap, hardcore rap? Does it make people grab a gun and kill people? Or
not all people?
What are your thoughts? Make sure you subscribe and you share this. Press the notifications. And we see y'all on the next show. Thanks for watching. This is the Traklist. See you.
Thanks, Ice Cube.